athletes. You'll have 15, 16-year-olds competing, but take Gunnar Mugenfoot of Austria in the alpine skiing, age 53, and he's not the oldest either here. So, you know, those ages will range quite vast.
This cross-segment of athletes that are competing here really is representative of the entire world throughout ages, genders, regions. It's going to be the kickoff of an extraordinary sporting event.
80 medal events across the 6 sports: alpine skiing, biathlon, cross country, ice hockey, snowboard and wheelchair curling. And in Paralympics to come, perhaps more sports coming to add them, more athletes involved. Looking forward to seeing Bandabi, the Asiatic black bear, who's the mascot for these games. I think Bandabi's going to be pretty popular.
Again, those of you that are new to parasport, then there's plenty to sink your teeth into. We certainly recommend the alpine. It's been a wonderful World Cup season. That will be hotly contested all throughout the disciplines, whether it be the slalom, giant slalom, the super G. Maybe you've literally never seen a skier. Well, the speeds that they reach, the turns they make, and certainly in the snowboard as well, the heights they get to, is certainly something you want to be watching.
I think in cross country and biathlon, look out for those races for visually impaired athletes, the adaptation they make for the shooting range. It's very interesting indeed with the sound in the headphones to guide the athletes towards the middle of the target, and a really interesting race to watch and enjoy, and the athleticism of the competitors is what will strike you, I think, right throughout these Paralympics.
And the connectivity between the indoor and the outdoor sports here is the frozen water. And I'm here focusing on the wheelchair curling event, which 12 nations are competing in, and there are games all day long, and it is a wide open field. The only country to have ever won gold is Team Canada, and they come in not having a podium finish in this World Championship cycle. So the field is wide open. The games will be thrilling indoors as well as these outdoor events.
So what we're saying is clear your schedule. Whatever else you thought you were going to do for the next 9 days of competition after today, don't do it. Put it on a back burner and sit with us throughout the course of these games.
Well, these fans can't wait for the show to start. It's just a couple of minutes away. The director of the opening and closing ceremonies is Lee Moon-tai. He's had several years to chew over the right way to deliver the message that he wants us all to see and hear. A meaningful expression of the Paralympic Games movement to a vast local and international audience. He acknowledges Korean society's been a little slow to open its arms to people with an impairment, and it's time to change. And I think the show will make a big statement about that and towards that this evening.
Yeah, I think people at home, after watching this, will realise that that man has made some wonderful choices in what appears in front of us all here tonight. We certainly sat through the rehearsal and with our mouths open at times thinking, you know what, this is very, very good.
It's a beautiful combination from youth to age throughout different impairments, and there is all possibilities in front of the spectators here, as well as all of the athletes that we're going to meet tonight, and the connection with the cultural events that are going to be presented. And as you said, is just it's an extraordinary connection that we're going to see tonight.
So what an evening for viewers, what an evening for spectators, for officials, but let us not take our minds away from the fact that this evening belongs to the people of PyeongChang, those people of the Republic of Korea, who will open their arms and welcome 567 athletes into the stadium very, very shortly. And it's a proud moment for every single one of them. You know, we've witnessed people shoveling snow from morning till night for hours on end to make sure that this event takes place.
So stand by for a show of beauty and merriment, some of the country's traditions, and also focusing on human challenges and victories. Winter Paralympians worldwide have been training, competing and waiting with impatient excitement for this moment. They've travelled many different roads and every journey has had its challenges. Now they're arriving at the place where all that sacrifice and effort suddenly makes sense. PyeongChang 2018.
It is an unbelievable moment. Hard work come to fruition. This is where the Paralympic Games began.
You can train for 4 years, an entire cycle. You can win a world championship, a European championship, an Asian championship. You can win your national title, but fail to do it here, and it will hurt the most.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President of the Republic of Korea, the host country for the PyeongChang 2018 Winter Games, Moon Jae-in, and the President of the International Paralympic Committee, Mr. Andrew Parsons.
개최국 대한민국의 문재인 대통령과 함께 국제 패럴림픽위원회 앤드류 파슨스 위원장께서 입장하고 계십니다.
RPC justly proud of what they're putting together here.
President Moon Jae-in enjoying an extraordinary first year in office.
Host as well. Parsons taking over from the wonderful and brilliant work done by Sir Philip Craven as the third RPC president.
striking the giant drum, Shin Myung-jin, offering a welcome to the Paralympians from around the world. It's traditional to warmly welcome international guests with a ceremony known as Binri. And this is a percussive interpretation of the welcome. Let's move. From various traditional drums combine to form a harmony that expresses the pounding hearts of the athletes and all of us watching their performances. Central to the welcome of the Ga-in flower dances. This type of dance was often performed at royal banquets. The choreography suggests the connecting of people from around the world.
We noticed throughout the course of the evening the central flooring here inside the stadium. It has the ability to raise or lower. There are three circular components to that. The large outside area doesn't move, but then there are two central circles. The raised platform that you see at the moment, and the middle part of that also goes right down to the bottom. We talked a bit earlier about the vibrancy connecting what is modern and what is heritage here in the Republic of Korea. The beats and the movements certainly get a lot faster towards the end of this ceremony. We can assure you of that. Korean pop makes a big impression on all of us towards the end.
The truly elegant and sophisticated moves that are happening in the Ga-in flower dance speaks to the great tradition and heritage of this nation.
Dancers are followed by the Bango drummers as the performance seeks to join heaven, earth and humankind.
Drummers beautifully synchronized to connect everyone here.
Out in the stand, which suggests that those people lucky enough inside this stadium are indeed enjoying themselves as well.
Dominant colour of white, symbolising the pure white land of PyeongChang. PyeongChang Paralympic Winter Games emblem is drawn from a symbol from the Korean alphabet, and it visualises snow, ice and athletes.
Welcome to PyeongChang 2018 Paralympic Winter Games.
2018 평창 동계 패럴림픽에 오신 여러분을 진심으로 환영합니다.
River is now appearing in the stadium, and it will help carry a representation of the national flag
Ladies
into
and
the
gentlemen,
arena.
the national flag of the Paralympic Winter Games, host country, Republic of Korea.
신사 숙녀 여러분, 개최국 대한민국의 국기인 태극기가 입장하겠습니다.
정영훈, the first Korean Winter Paralympian and international judge of bocha.
국내 최초 동계 패럴림피안이며 보치아 국제심판인 정영훈님.
김선민, the first Korean women parafencing athlete, London 2012 Paralympic Games.
2012 런던 패럴림픽 여성 최초 휠체어 펜싱 국가대표 김선미 선수.
한상민, the first Korean Paralympic medalist, para-alpine skiing.
대한민국 최초 패럴림픽 메달리스트 알파인 스키 한상민 선수.
홍석만, the first Korean member of the IPC, para-athletics.
국내 최초 IPC 선수위원 휠체어 육상의 홍성만 선수.
조기성, three-time Paralympic champion, Rio 2016 Paralympic Games, para-swimming.
2016 리우 패럴림픽 수영 3관왕 조기성 선수.
강미숙, silver medalist, Vancouver 2010 Paralympic Winter Games, wheelchair curling.
2010 밴쿠버 패럴림픽 은메달리스트 대한민국 휠체어 컬링팀의 강미숙 선수.
김미정, the first Korean 황인대 Achievement Award winner, para-alpine skiing and guide and coach 김남희.
알파인 스키 패럴림픽 황현대 성취상 수상자 김미정 전 선수와 코치 겸 가이드 김남인님.
정승환, the first Korean medalist, World Championship, Korean para-ice hockey athlete.
대한민국 최초 세계선수권대회 메달리스트 파라 아이스하키 정승환 선수.
Flag of the Republic of Korea was adopted in 1948. It's also known as the Taegukgi. The blue circle in the middle represents balance. Trigrams around the outside of the circle symbolize movement and harmony.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the national anthem of the Republic of Korea.
다음은 대한민국 국기인 태극기 개양과 함께 애국가 합창이 있겠습니다. 모두 자리에서 일어나 주시기 바랍니다. 애국가는 대한민국 휠체어 합창단, 휠체어 성악가 황영택님, 휠체어 가수 김혁건님이 합창하겠습니다.
Please be seated.
모두 자리에 앉아 주시기 바랍니다.
The stadium is filled with a welcoming group of dancers. It is almost time for the most extraordinary moment in many of these athletes' lives, the parade of athletes.
For many, this is when the realism sinks in. I am a Paralympian. Walk out, kind of, maybe even have the honour of holding that flag. All of a sudden it becomes very...
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the athletes of the PyeongChang 2018 Paralympic Winter Games.
2018 평창 동계 패럴림픽 대회에 참가할 각국 선수단이 입장하겠습니다. 여러분, 열정으로 하나 될 선수단을 뜨거운 박수로 맞아주시기 바랍니다.
Greece.
Greece.
Entering the stadium, 30-year-old snowboarder has the privilege of being the first athlete. His name is Kostas Petrakis. He is the sole athlete from Greece. And by virtue of the history of this great sporting event, Greece always enters a Paralympic stadium first. And speaking of first,
Netherlands.
네덜란드.
the first ever female para snowboarding gold medalist, Vivian Mental Speed, leads her team of athletes into the stadium. Vivian's journey here has been a little difficult recently, as recently as January, having had surgery. This Games is not about winning for her, it's about being here and representing with honor.
Norway.
노르웨이.
Norway next then, and Birgit Skastin, the cross-country athlete, leads out the team. They've plenty of medal prospects. You can take Jesper Pedersen in the sit ski for the Alpine in that as well. They'll have medal hopes in hockey. Didn't win in 2014 after winning every time since 1994. They have 135 gold medals. It's the most successful NPC, and 78 of those have come in cross-country. They're 32 strong here.
Zealand.
뉴질랜드.
Zealand then, led out by Corey Peters, the giant slalom silver medal winner in Sochi. They made their country debut in 1980. They've got 28 medals altogether, and they've all come from para-alpine skiing.
Denmark.
덴마크.
Daniel Wagner, a three-time medalist in the Summer Paralympic Games, was named his country's 2017 Parasport Athlete of the Year. He is striving to become their first athlete to win medals in winter and summer.
Germany.
독일.
Sporting an urban street-style look, Germany enters the stadium led by athlete and cross-country skier Andrea Eskau. The 2014 silver medalist looks to place one higher on the podium. She'd like to add to her collection of 4 gold medals from the Summer Paralympic Games.
Germany. President looking on, the IOC president.
And the IOC president, Thomas Bach, waving.
Romania.
루마니아.
A moment. Clara. Laura Velenu as a Paralympic inter-athlete before 2010. Made her debut in close in Sochi. 5th place finish.
Mexico.
멕시코.
Now Mexico, Ali Velasquez, one of our 6 skiers. This is their 4th Winter Games debut in Turin. And I know what you're thinking, yeah, alphabet here doesn't seem to be going right. This is the Hangul alphabet, a unique Korean alphabet invented by King Sejong in 1443. It consists of just 24 letters. And Ali has brought his own Mexican vibrance to the entrance.
Mongolia.
몽골.
The most experienced opening ceremonies flag bearer in the field is cross-country skier Ganbol Batmonk. He leads his delegation from Mongolia, which is appearing in its 4th Winter Paralympic Games.
United States of America.
미국.
A snowboarder nicknamed Monster leads a monster delegation, the largest at these games, into the stadium. Mike Schultz was nominated to be this flag bearer by his fellow USA athletes. Monster is an affectionate term, as he's helped create some of the most innovative prosthetic components available. Up to 30 of his competitors from 6 different nations will be using his designs. High-tech joy is evident with this team from the United States of America. They're wearing jackets with conductive heat technology built in. Team USA is hoping to stay hot throughout these games as it's fielding athletes in every discipline.
And the biggest cheer of the night so far, and I emphasise so far.
Belgium.
벨기에.
Now, I couldn't find evidence that this has been done before, but these are a sister act bringing out the flag. This is VI skier Eleanor Sana, just 20, who is guided not only tonight, but also out there on those para-alpine courses by her sister Chloe Sana. They've only got 1 medal to date at Belgium. It came in 94 in Lillehammer. That was Willie Messier.
Belarus.
벨라루스.
Lyudmila Wrawchuk, 26-year-old biathlon athlete for Belarus. 20 of their 23 medals have come in cross-country skiing. Yavia Skorapea has 8 of those across 4 Paralympic Winter Games.
Bosnia-Herzegovina.
보스니아 헤르체고비나.
Ilma Kazazic is one of 3 athletes leading Bosnia and Herzegovina into their 3rd Winter Paralympic Games. And it's a beautiful start for Ilma's 2nd Games. She had a disappointing experience in Sochi.
Bulgaria.
불가리아.
The lone athlete from Bulgaria, Svetoslav Georgiev, will compete in 2 sports. He's a cross-country skier and a biathlete competing in his 2nd Paralympic Games.
Brazil.
브라질.
Well, the hosts of the last Summer Games turning up for their 2nd ever Winter Games. Aileen dos Santos Rocha, 27 years of age, finalist of the 1500 metres on the track in Rio as well, and I'm sure the president is enjoying this moment. His first major games as president.
Serbia.
세르비아.
Serbia's flag being held proudly by Milos Zalic, one of the cross-country skiers, the 30-year-old from Belgrade, another that has excelled away from winter. A javelin gold at the European Para-Athletics Championships in Grosseto, Italy in 2016. Talk about multi-talented.
Sweden.
스웨덴.
Leading Team Sweden is wheelchair curler Ronnie Persson. And it's a joyful return for Ronnie to the Paralympic Games. He competed in 1998 and in 2002 in Para-Alpine, where he won 5 medals. The Swedish team is 24 strong.
Switzerland.
스위스.
Representing 13 athletes across 4 different sports. Wheelchair curler Felix Wagner leads Team Switzerland into this beautiful stadium.
스페인.
Spain now. This is Astrid Pina Paredes, who is one of our snowboard competitors, 34 years old, a 2nd Games. Special mention for Jon Santacana Mestegui, who's the VI Alpine skiers. He'll be going for a hat-trick of gold in the VI downhill. He won in Sochi, he won in 2010. He's got 8 medals altogether already.
Slovakia.
슬로바키아.
Here is a lady that will be desperate to go home with not just 1 but many gold medals. This is Henrietta Farkasova of Slovakia with her guide Natalia Subatova. They have been superb in the World Cup season. It would be a disaster not to come away from PyeongChang with a haul of medals that she will be happy with. 40 of the 44 medals that the country have won have come in alpine skiing.
Slovenia.
슬로베니아.
And speaking of alpine skiing, Jernek Slivnik is making his first appearance. The 17-year-old will compete in para-alpine skiing. He is the sole athlete from Slovenia.
Armenia.
아르메니아.
Carrying the standard for Armenia is a tremendous athlete, Stazek Nazarin. He is a bit new to cross-country skiing, having only started in 2017, but he's no Paralympic rookie, having appearances at every Paralympic Games from 1996 to
Argentina.
2002.
아르헨티나.
Argentina consists of Carlos Codina, and the flag bearer is Enrique Plante, who was one of the alpine skiers. Codina, who also competed at Sochi. He's a snowboard cross athlete. They've got huge smiles. Debuted in 2010, yet to medal.
Iceland.
아이슬란드.
The hopes of the nation rest on one man's shoulders, and that man is just 17 years old. Alpine skier Hilmar Olvason, the only athlete here. They've been competing since 1994. They're also yet to medal.
Andorra.
안도라.
The sole athlete from Andorra is Roger Puig-Davi. He may be the only athlete, but he's going to have 5 chances for a podium finish in the sport of alpine skiing.
He's got one W as well.
Great Britain.
영국.
8 years ago, flag bearer Owen Pick was fighting for the flag he now carries with this great smile. He said a tragic day led him to a love of snowboarding. And Team Great Britain sporting that very famous lion logo.
Australia.
오스트레일리아.
Australia out next, and it's part of the joint team co-captains that leads us out. This is Joni Badenhorst, the snowboarder. They've got 9 medals in Lillehammer in '94. That was their biggest medal tally to date. Mitch Corley is the other captain. Part of that partnership, and he is a world champion as well. Roy Pendergast, you see at the front.
Austria.
오스트리아.
Another lady here that will be desperate to go away with medals and will be ultra disappointed if she doesn't. This is Claudia Loesch, sit skier, 29 years of age. As a country, they've got 325 medals at games, 104 are gold. Only Norway have more. Karina Edlinger is just 20. Jürgen Morgenfurt is 53. Big age gap. Talent all there, despite those numbers.
Uzbekistan.
우즈베키스탄.
The 22-year-old cross-country skier Yukutan Holdakova leads the delegation into the stadium. This is her first Paralympic Games and only her second cross-country skiing event ever. She's excited to bring her roller skiing and para-athletics experience to this winter sport environment.
Ukraine.
우크라이나.
Vitaly Lukyanenko is the most decorated Paralympic biathlete ever, and he leads the delegation from Ukraine into the stadium with significant pride. There's 20 athletes competing in 4 different sports. This moment where all possibility and full joy of your achievement is happening.
Many of them capturing it on their cameras or phones. You don't just have to have memories anymore, you can keep them in your pocket.
Islamic Republic of Iran.
이란.
Republic of Iran now, led out by Ilahe Rohitala, 21-year-old female athlete who competes in cross-country. The youngest athlete as part of their team is just 17, also going in the cross-country, is Abu Fazl Khatibi. There's 4 snowboarders in there as well.
Italy.
이탈리아.
Team getting a big cheer from the crowd, led out by five-time Paralympian Florian Blanca of the ice hockey team, a left leg amputee from the age of 17. A large team, all male from Italy. Most of that is the ice hockey team. Hoping to come away with a medal over there in the Gangneung province on the coast. That's where the venue is now. Here inside the stadium, enjoying every single moment.
Japan.
일본.
Mamoka Muraoka's philosophy is smile, smile, smile. And she is living that philosophy as the Japanese flag bearer. It's a team of 38 athletes competing in every discipline except wheelchair curling. It's one of the larger teams here, and they are looking to build on their country's tradition of success in winter sports.
Got a brief glimpse of how much it means and how much it excites people in the stands as well a couple of moments ago.
Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
조선민주주의 인민공화국.
17-year-old cross-country skier Kim Jong-hyun had the honor of carrying the Democratic People's Republic of Korea's flag into a Winter Paralympic Games for the first time ever. He's joined by a single teammate, also a cross-country skier, and they entered to a tremendous roar from the crowd.
Huge moment. Huge moment. Not just in Paris sport, across the world.
Georgia.
조지아.
Four debuts then. This is Georgia. Two athletes. Female athlete is Nino Sabashvili, 26-year-old cross-country skier. And then we have Emuri Dadiani holding that flag. A former soldier. He also has a world record doing push-ups. Search him. See what I mean.
People's Republic of China.
중국.
People's Republic of China, Peng Guan, another cross-country skier, the 31-year-old in her third game, went to 06, went to 10, not in 2014, but back here. Would you believe they've never medalled People's Republic of China at a Winter Games? They are indeed the host of 2022 Games. They were fourth in curling in Sochi. It's getting closer. Will they wait to get their first medal at the home games, or will they do it here? Certainly got a big enough team. Is this where they break that zero and head off to our home games? Maybe whetting the appetite of the host nation a little more.
Future Paralympic athlete.
패럴림픽 중립선수.
Carrying the Paralympic flag for the neutral Paralympic athlete delegation is one of the local volunteers. He's leading 30 athletes who will compete in 6 different sports.
Czech Republic.
체코.
Miroslav Hrubek, an ice hockey player, bears the flag for the Czech Republic's 7th Winter Paralympic Games experience. team is 21 strong.
칠레.
It's Chilean here now. Diego Seguel, 33-year-old. Making his debut at the Games. 4 athletes, all competing in para-alpine. 19-year-old Nicolas Bisquet-Hudson. Part of that delegation.
카자흐스탄.
Kazakhstan led out by Kairat Kanafin, 42-year-old cross-country skier. Games. Again, 42, you realise the ages here. Hopefully, single thing. You have the ability, and we welcome to the para world of sport. Daniel Altabayeva is the only female in the delegation competing.
캐나다.
Entering the stadium and proudly sporting the maple leaf. The Canadian team makes its 12th Winter Paralympic appearance. The team is led by 10-time Paralympic champion Brian McKeever. It's his 5th Games for the cross-country skier and the 2nd time he's carried his national flag. The first time he had the honor of doing that was at the closing ceremony of the 2002 Salt Lake City Winter Olympic Games.
You can see Canada and America already competing against each other with the Raws in the stands as well. It was close.
Those are the 2 largest teams in attendance. They cover every single discipline here.
크로아티아.
Eva Goluza, a 17-year-old alpine skier, leads the Croatian team. Her hopes are incredibly high for herself and for this country's 5th Winter Games appearance.
Sikolovic, one of the 6 skiers in the Alpine. That's him smiling just at the bottom of your right-hand side of the screen.
타지키스탄.
They've done 4 summer games, but this is their debut at the Winter Games. Siovush Ilyasov, 28-year-old, he took up skiing in December of 2016, and here he is, an English teacher, Japanese.
터키.
The 2nd Games for Turkey. Mehmet Cegic is the athlete holding the flag. It's the 2nd Games for him. Standing slalom and giant slalom for the 48-year-old. The flag bearer in Sochi. The flag bearer here.
폴란드.
For the 11th time, Poland enters a Winter Paralympic stadium. Their flag bearer is cross-country skier biathlete Kamil Rosiak. This is his 4th game. He is going to be going for his 1st medal.
프랑스.
The 7th most successful Winter Paralympic nation of all time. France is led by the extraordinary Marie Boucher. She's a 4-time Paralympic champion alpine skier. She's a 5-time medalist, but a 4-time Paralympic champion.
핀란드.
Big moment here for Matti Suohamari, a three-time para-snowboard world champion, including 2017. And he leads out a nation that haven't won a gold since 2002 in Salt Lake City. Talk about the pressure on him there. They've got 76 golds as a nation so far. Innsbruck in 84, 19 golds.
Hungary.
헝가리.
Another VI skier and a guide leading out a nation. This is Hungary's Zsolt Balogh. His guide is Bence Borsic. The athlete is Christina Lorenz. No medals yet. They made a debut back in 2002 in Salt Lake City. Next.
Republic of Korea.
여러분, 대한민국 선수단입니다.
And the tremendously proud flag bearer for the host nation is Sin Hyun. He competes in biathlon and cross country. The stadium on its feet for the hosts. The Republic of Korea will have representation in all 6 sports at these games. On recent results, flag bearer Sin Hyun looks most likely to challenge for a medal, having recently finished 2nd and 3rd in World Championship events. Indeed, he's the first Korean to win a medal in para cross country and biathlon. One of the veterans in the team is Bang Min-ja. She turns 57 next week and will feature in the wheelchair curling. The Republic of Korea has won 2 medals at previous Paralympic Winter Games, both silver, claimed by Han Sang-min in the alpine skiing, men's giant slalom in Salt Lake, and by the wheelchair mixed curling team in Vancouver 2010. The Republic of Korea made its debut at the 1992 Games in Albertville. There's a tangible sense of pride in the stadium as the team makes its way in. 30 years after the Seoul Summer Games, when the Paralympics went side by side with Olympics for the first time, the Paralympic wheel has come full circle for the Republic of Korea as it hosts the Paralympic Winter Games. And joining DPR Korea inside a Paralympic Winter Games stadium for the first time. Real sense of joyful history in the stadium at the moment.
It is an extraordinary moment to be an athlete and peaking at the time your nation is hosting a games like this. It is a perfect storm of timing and performance, and these athletes, the sheer joy and pride that you are seeing, it's just the moment of a lifetime.
Show me someone that doesn't like entry of athletes at the opening of a game, summer or winter. Find me that person. I'll have a good chat with them, because it is a brilliant experience. To see the people in the stands cheering and waving and applauding are the athletes and their coaches and their guides and the support team that get to do this. It's a huge honour, massive. These people here were part of history being played out right in front of them.
It's no wonder that host nations overachieve. Games are held in their country. They find something.
There's a home team advantage for certain, and it stems from energy, from momentum, from all of the people supporting you and working on these games, all of the volunteers, all of these dancers who led every athlete through this stadium. They're cheering for you, and it's going to help.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please welcome all athletes of the PyeongChang 2018 Paralympic Winter Games.
평창 동계 패럴림픽 대회를 빛내줄 선수단이 모두 한 자리에 모였습니다. 여러분, 참가 선수들에게 다시 한번 큰 박수 부탁드립니다.
Our next segment of the opening ceremony, Possible Dreams. Sojong is a girl with a visual impairment, but this is no barrier to her amazing imagination and her possible dreams. Sojong can draw an infinite number of shapes and figures in a projection of the East Sea. We'll watch these figures come to life. Snowfields of PyeongChang. Bandabi, the Asiatic black bear mascot who symbolizes strong will and courage. There's something for Sojong, a pair of earmuffs. PyeongChang will unfold before her, and where imaginations can become a reality.
Where we're so glad that the weather has become so much better in the last couple of days. This rehearsal was actually done in snow. As much as the flooring looks like snow, these youngsters were performing in the snow the other day, and it made conditions a little bit hectic for them, but certainly getting the best now.
Today it is smooth sailing.
Sejong moves to what's called the Paraboat, the boat powered by the technology used by Paralympic athletes in competition. This boat was designed and created by art director Kim Dong-hoon. The idea being that the Paraboat carries the hopes and dreams of us all.
That paraboat raises into the air, brings with it the dreams and hopes of everyone.
We told you the tempo might change throughout the course of the evening, and it certainly has. The paraboat lifting into the sky brings the noise levels higher as well.
Yeah, and as the night deepens here in this piece, the tempo rises.
To the Republic of Korea and not notice how much people love their music. Great range.
The variety is extraordinary. From the traditional drums to hip hop to K-pop.
And everything in between.
Absolutely.
sure there's a sparkle in everyone's heart after that moving rendition from Sejong.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the President and CEO of the PyeongChang Organizing Committee for the 2018 Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games, Lee Hee-bum, and the President of the International Paralympic Committee, Mr. Andrew Parsons.
심사 숙녀 여러분, 2018 평창 동계 패럴림픽 조직위원회 이희범 위원장과 국제 패럴림픽 위원회 앤드류 파슨스 위원장을 박수로 맞아주시기 바랍니다.
존경하는 문재인 대통령님 네 분과 대한민국 국민 여러분, 앤드루 파슨스 IPC 위원장을 비롯한 전 세계 패럴림픽 가족 여러분, 내외 귀빈과 선수단 여러분, 우리는 지금 2018 평창 패럴림픽 대회 성화를 밝히는 역사적인 자리에 함께하고 있습니다. 이 성화는 저 멀리 패럴림픽의 발상지인 영국 스톡 맨더빌과 전국 주요 도시에서 채화된 성화를 모아 800여 명의 주자들이 2018km를 달려온 희망의 불빛입니다. 패럴림픽은 1948년 2차 대전에 참전했던 상위 군인들의 재활과 치유를 목적으로 시작이 되었으나 올림픽과 동등한 반열에서 같은 장소, 같은 시기에 개최한 것은 1988년 서울 패럴림픽이 처음이었습니다. 대한민국은 이제 정치, 경제, 사회, 문화 등 모든 면에서 한 단계 더 성숙한 가운데 여러분들을 맞이하고 있습니다. 모든 사람은 동등합니다. 장애인도 스포츠뿐 아니라 사회 전반에 걸쳐 함께 참여할 수 있다는 인식도 보편화되었습니다. 장애인 스포츠 인구도 폭발적으로 늘어났습니다. 패럴림픽 선수단 여러분, 선천적 척추장애를 넘은 우사인 볼트, 천재 물리학자 스티븐 호킹 박사, 삼중 장애를 극복한 헬렌 켈러, 국가대표 수용소의 선수인 로봇다리 김세진, 한국 최초의 장애인 의사 황연대, 장애인 인권운동가 박은수 변호사, 신체적 장애를 극복하고 인간 승리를 이룬 표상은 무한합니다. 선수 여러분들이 평창에 오기까지 쏟은 땀과 눈물을 우리는 잘 알고 있습니다. 평창의 무대에 오르시는 여러분들은 이미 승리자이고 영웅입니다. 용기, 투지, 감화, 평등의 패럴림픽 정신을 이곳 평창에서 마음껏 펼쳐 나가시기 바랍니다. 전 세계 패럴림픽 가족 여러분, 2018 평창 패럴림픽 대회는 사상 최대의 선수단이 참가했으며 전 세계와 함께하는 지구촌 최대의 패럴림픽 축제입니다. 이번 평창 패럴림픽이 평화와 화합, 감동과 환희를 넘어 차별과 편견이 없는 따뜻한 사회를 만드는 초석이 되기를 기대합니다. 아울러 평창의 축제는
Festival
한반도를 넘어
PyeongChang
동북아
2018
그리고 평화를
shed
사랑하는
light of hope
전
on the future
세계
of all people
모든 사람들에게
across the
희망의
world
불빛이 될
yearning
것입니다.
for peace beyond the Korean
특히
Peninsula
이번
and
대회
Northeast Asia.
첫 발을 딛는
In particular,
조지아,
a warm welcome for
타지키스탄,
Georgia
그리고
Tajikistan,
북한 선수들을 뜨겁게
and DPR
환영합니다.
Korea, who take their first great steps in these Paralympic Games.
마음껏 기량을 발휘하시고 이곳의 정치를 즐기시기
And
바랍니다.
finally, I take this
감사합니다.
opportunity to ask you para-athletes to fully demonstrate your performances in the
다음은
competitions.
앤드류
and to
파슨스
enjoy the beauty
IPC
of
위원장의
PyeongChang.
인사말이 있겠습니다. 박수로 맞이해 주시기 바랍니다.
대한민국 국민 여러분, sport fans all around the world, athletes, officials, and distinguished guests, 환영합니다. Good evening and welcome to the PyeongChang 2018 Paralympic Winter Games. Everything starts with a dream. Great stories, great achievements, great drama. In a dream, anything is possible. Over the next 10 days, billions of people around the world will witness dreams becoming true here in PyeongChang. Without a dream, there is little hope. 70 years ago this year, Sir Ludwig Guttmann gave hope to millions with his vision of creating opportunities for people with an impairment through sport. Today, his dream is stronger than ever. Paralympic sport not only changes lives, but also changes the world. The journey of an athlete starts with a dream. The dream of competing in sport, of representing your country, of winning a medal, and writing your name into history. From tomorrow, Paralympic athletes will turn their dreams into reality. They will perform feats that some might not even dare to dream about. Speed, skill, strength, endurance, and intelligence. Tremendous abilities that will at first surprise you, but ultimately will inspire and excite you. Once a wise man said, "A dream you dream alone is only a dream. A dream you dream together is a reality." For nearly 20 years, this country has dreamed of staging its first Paralympic Winter Games. President Lee and members of the PyeongChang 2018 Organizing Committee, because of you, we are now living that dream. Thank you also to the Korean national government and the Gangwon province for your commitment to these games. The record number of countries all feel at home here in the snow of PyeongChang. This is thanks to the warm welcome from thousands of amazing volunteers and their beautiful smiles. I would also like to thank our partner, the International Olympic Committee, led by its president Thomas Bach, who joined us this evening. Together, we delivered the most spectacular event in the world. Together, we change the world through sport. And together, we strive for a better sport. With the eyes of the world upon us, the IPC will continue to stand up to any threat to clean and open sport. We will not be complacent. We will not be tolerant. We will do what is right for our athletes.
Paralympians, you are here in record numbers. Keep fighting, play fair, have fun, and keep pushing your limits. But above all, keep dreaming, and may your dreams will be realized. Your extraordinary stories are what dreams are made of, and will be told for years to come. I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you. Muito obrigado. 감사합니다. It is now my honor to invite the President of the Republic of Korea, His Excellency Moon Jae-in, to declare open the PyeongChang 2018 Paralympic Winter Games.
제12회 동계 패럴림픽 대회인 평창 동계 패럴림픽 대회의 개회를 선언합니다.
Evolved over time. Now 3 agitos for the flag. I moved with 30 years ago. Seoul there were 5. Derived from the Korean taekuk interlocking semicircles. Now the agitos each resembles a crescent moon.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Paralympic flag and a future Paralympian of Korea.
대한민국 미래의 패럴림피안을 대표하는 8명의 꿈나무들과 함께 패럴림픽 대회기가 입장하겠습니다.
The future Para-Alpine Ski Paralympians twin sisters, athletes 최사라 and 최길라, and their guides 이경희 and 이정재.
시각장애 쌍둥이 자매 알파인 스키 꿈나무 최사라 최길라 선수와 가이드 이경희 이정재님.
임호원, wheelchair tennis athlete, Rio 2014 Paralympic Games.
2016 리우 패럴림픽 휠체어 테니스 국가대표 임호원 선수.
윤지유, the bronze medalist, Rio 2016 Paralympic Games para table tennis athlete.
2016 리우 패럴림픽 동메달리스트 탁구의 윤지유 선수.
박현규, wheelchair basketball athlete.
휠체어 농구 박현규 선수.
박우철, IPC's wheelchair rugby athlete of the month.
IPC 이달의 선수였던 휠체어 럭비의 박우철 선수.
PyeongChang 2017 National Paralympic Winter Games champion, para cross country and para biathlon and guide Kim Ah-young.
2017 전국 장애인 동계체육대회 크로스컨트리 바이애슬론 금메달리스트 봉현채 선수와 가이드 김아영님.
Oh Young-un, the future athletics athlete.
육상트랙 꿈나무 오영훈 선수.
There is all promising prospective Paralympic athletes. Handing over now to the Honour Guards, the National Ministry of Defence.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the Paralympic anthem and the raising of the Paralympic flag.
이제 패럴림픽 대회기 개양과 함께 패럴림픽 찬가 연주가 있겠습니다. 모두 자리에서 일어나 주시기 바랍니다.
Please be seated.
모두 자리에 앉아 주시기 바랍니다.
and gentlemen, the Paralympic oath. The athlete to take the Paralympic oath on behalf of all athletes is Lee Ju-seung, para ice hockey. On behalf of all judges is PyeongChang, para ice hockey. On behalf of all coaches is PyeongChang, wheelchair curling.
다음은 남녀 선수 대표 파라 아이스하키 종목의 이주승 선수, 파라 아이스하키 종목의 최영진 심판, 휠체어 컬링 종목의 백종철 코치의 선서가 있겠습니다.
모든 참가 선수의 이름으로,
모든 심판과 경기 임원진의 이름으로,
모든 코치 및 기타 선수 수행원의
In the
이름으로
name of all
우리는
competitors,
패럴림픽 정신의 근본 원칙에 따라
I
스포츠맨십과
promise
페어플레이
that we shall
정신을
take
전적으로
part in these
존중하고
Paralympic
따를
Games,
것을
respecting
약속합니다.
and
우리는
abiding by the
스포츠의
rules which govern
영광과
them,
팀의 영예를 위해 경기 규칙을
committing
존중하며
ourselves to a sport
준수하고
without doping and
도핑과
without
부정행위를
drugs,
하지 않으며 경기에 참여할 것을
in the true
약속합니다.
spirit of sportsmanship for the glory of sport and the honor of our teams. The oaths are taken by a coach, an official, and an athlete from the host nation to open each Paralympic Games. It's a vital commitment made by all three of these entities to fair play and clean sport.
Three very different voices, but one very clear message.
Passion moves us as this segment, as the wheel of passion rolls into the stadium. A burning passion within the wheel. Create a series of ways to connect us.
the stands or into the sky, but the technology that it gives us on the floor here and allows these dancers to have their every move highlighted.
It's about connectivity and creating a network, connecting one into the other and creating something bigger than a single entity. And in one of the most connected countries on earth, they are demonstrating that ability come to life with dancers and an incredible synchronized show of lights.
In this segment. Form the shape of a giant shadow. A giant that is a metaphor for people coming together.
Again, we see the ability to move the flooring from the centre, almost looks like an eye at the moment. Glove with some light. It just makes the entire performance seem so much different.
Six wheelchairs come onto the stage now. The creative team wants to show how energy can overcome any obstacles.
Well, I've certainly been given some upgrades on the wheels. From the American.
Passion is electrifying. Spirals are an enormous representation of energy that can overcome any obstacle.
Courage, determination, inspiration, and equality.
꿈과 열정이 가득한 우리의 이야기는 항상 새로운 도전과 내일의 희망되리. 그 빛나는 열정들이 모두 모여 하나의 불꽃으로 함께할 때
5 different cities around Korea 8 days ago. Seoul, 800 torchbearers have been used to get the Paralympic flame to PyeongChang. 700 kilometers long, PyeongChang 700 meters above sea level.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Paralympic torch is now making an entrance to the stadium.
신사 숙녀 여러분, 평화의 패럴림픽을 밝혀줄 성화가 지금 개회식장으로 입장하고 있습니다. 힘찬 박수로 맞아주시기 바랍니다.
It is indeed torch
South
time.
and North Korea Nordic skiing athletes are now entering the stadium. Athlete Choi Bo-gyu and Ma Yu-chol.
노르딕 스키 최보규, 마유철 남북 선수들이 입장하고 있습니다.
So the coexistence of ideology, North and South combining, both Nordic skiers sharing the moment. Choi Bo-gyu and Ma Yu-chol. Winter Para Games champion, may be the first to represent his nation.
Continuing the journey of the Paralympic flame, the first Korean para cross-country skiing athlete and coach of para Nordic skiing, athlete 서보람이 and coach 가세바 윌츠.
이제 성화는 대한민국 제1호 좌식 크로스컨트리 선수 서보람이 선수와 장애인 노르딕 국가대표 카스파 위리츠 감독에게 전달되고 있습니다.
The first athletes that brought the torch into the stadium was a combination of North and South Korea. Now we have a combination of the world with a South Korean athlete and an international coach. Seo Vorami is a para-cross-country skiing athlete, and Kasper Wirtz is a coach of the Korean national team, but a Swiss
The
national.
Paralympic flames entering the stadium by the first torchbearers, father and the son who is suffering from a rare disease. Together, they will convey hope by participating in the triathlon.
희귀병 아들과 함께 철인 3종 경기를 출전하며 희망을 전하는 박지훈, 박은총 부자에게 성화가 전달됐습니다.
Father and son team. Park Ji-hoon is 39, his son Park PyeongChang 14. Ji-hoon competes in triathlons accompanied by his son, who has a number of impairments. Very powerful symbolism tonight as the torch makes its way around. Coexistence and cooperation, understanding and accepting and supporting one another. Ji-hoon and Yoon Chong-do.
The Paralympic flame is handed to the visually impaired para-alpine skiing athlete and her guide, athlete Yang Jae-rim and her guide 고은 소리.
이제 성화는 알파인 스키 국가대표인 시각장애인 선수 양재림 선수와 가이드 고은소리 선수에게 전달됐습니다.
Support, assistance and encouragement epitomised by VI athletes who need a guide, and that's what we have here. Yang Jae-rim and her guide Koen Sori, vision impaired alpine skiing team for this host nation. slopes. So you need as that guide to help her down the course here. This is a huge honour for both of them as they make their way up. We are getting closer.
Now the Paralympic flames moving towards the PyeongChang 2018 Paralympic Winter Games cauldron by para ice hockey athlete 한민수.
이제 성화는 파라 아이스하키 국가대표인 한민수 선수에게 전달됐습니다.
한민수, para ice hockey athlete. Take the flame. The last slope. He uses a rope to climb. It's his own strength, bringing the flame closer to the cauldron. Undeterred by challenges, he pulls himself to the top.
Finally, the Paralympic flame is now delivered to the silver medalist, Vancouver 2010 Paralympic Games, and curling silver medalist, PyeongChang 2018 Olympic Winter Games, athlete 서순석 and 김은정.
이제 마지막으로 2010 밴쿠버 패럴림픽 은메달리스트 서순석 선수와 2018 평창 동계올림픽 컬링의 은메달리스트 김은정 선수가 패럴림픽의 성화를 이어받았습니다.
These two athletes chosen to represent the coexistence of sports, both Paralympic and Olympic.
The torch of the PyeongChang 2018 Paralympic Winter Games is lighting.
이제 2018 평창 동계 패럴림픽의 성화가 전화되고 있습니다.
Amazing journey. Spectacular lighting of the cauldron.
connection and peace has begun. We hope you to enjoy this great celebration.
이제 열정과 평화의 패럴림픽이 시작됐습니다. 즐거운 마음으로 동계 패럴림픽의 대축제를 함께해 주십시오.
As if an enormous amount of pressure has been lifted out of the stadium with the formalities out of the way.
And now it's time for a good time.
We need some opera. That's what we need.
We're going to get some K-popera.
There's a love of music on display now.
나와 나 하나 되어 오늘 다시 여기에 손에 손을 맞잡고 승리를 꿈꾸며 Standing here as one 함께 달려나가자 푸른 하늘 끝까지 꿈을 꾸는 나는 너의 챔피언 우리는 할 수 있어 반짝이는 별처럼 꿈을 이룬 너는 나의 챔피언 Standing here as one 우리가 외친 함성 세상으로 펼쳐져 Standing here as one 함께 달려나가자 푸른 하늘 끝까지 꿈을 꾸는 나는 너의 챔피언 우리는 할 수 있어 반짝이는 별처럼 꿈을 이룬 너는 나의 챔피언 Standing here as one 어둠 속의 한 줄기 그 빛을 따라서 운명을 넘으리라 우리 함께라면
Opera soprano Sumi Jo as joined by Korean Christian music star So-young. And that leads us into a famous Korean duo, Klon.
Not the last bit is great. I love this. to fame 10 years ago here. Up until the mid-2000s, the motorbike accident meant that they have to halt their career, but here they are.
Yeah, they've been on and off since 1996 when they rose to fame.
The crowd are loving this.
This is a modern version of the classic Korean drum beat that started the show.
One of the hardest working people is the sign language guy on the big screen here in the venue. He's having to sign all of this. It looks like he's enjoying it, to be fair. The stars of the night starting to fill into the arena. Centerpiece has turned into a giant disco ball.
The artistic creators have called this the sun of coexistence that is shining down on all of us here in the stadium.
I hope nobody in the local community went for an early night, that's all I can say. It is loud here inside the stadium. There are fireworks right across as far as the eye can see. They meant business with this opening ceremony, didn't they?
weather has come to the party. The last few days it's threatened to us to fall over this great ceremony, but it hasn't happened. We've had nothing but a great time. A real show of Republic of Korea's culture, history, joy and pride. 2018 Paralympic Winter Games opening ceremony, an absolute stunner.
The fog from earlier has now been replaced by smoke from fireworks. The visibility went from bad to good to it's okay.
And this last party of this opening ceremony, combining all of the themes, the coexistence, that wheel, the passion, the snow, everything coming together, the modern, the ancient and traditional. It's just been a stunner.
We now conclude the opening ceremony of the PyeongChang 2018 Paralympic Winter Games. Beginning today for 10 days, the athletes will strive for their dreams throughout Gangwon province. We look forward to everyone's interest and support. Thank you.
이것으로 2018 평창 동계 패럴림픽 개회식의 모든 순서를 마치겠습니다. 오늘부터 열흘간 강원도 곳곳에서 선수들의 열정과 도전이 이어집니다. 여러분의 많은 관심과 성원 부탁드립니다. 감사합니다.
Absolutely stunning climax to the opening ceremony. Colourful, happy, buoyant, optimistic events in the last 18 hours. In the political context have given everyone here renewed hope about what's to happen in future years. It's a great privilege to be here. Perhaps an historic day, really. Everyone senses that. A lot of passion, a lot of movement. I think everyone has been moved. The athletes, surely.
It has got to be one of the great nights of their life. The PyeongChang organizing committee and all of the people working on this really have put on a tremendous show.
Say a huge well done to the creative writers, to the choreographers, to the engineers that look at the sound and light. That fireworks display at the end was breathtaking. The light that shone around PyeongChang is only going to get brighter, and those lights will shine off the bronze, the silver and the gold medals that all of these athletes have come here to achieve. But tonight, they already have their very first memory, one they can't get rid of, one they will never want to forget. And hopefully you, the viewer at home, have enjoyed it as much as they have.
Very simple, very strong message of standing here as one. Being asked to think of a world where our physical differences can be accepted and embraced to make that world happen. Compelling invitation to that world is being made tonight. Look ahead to the days of competition. Can't wait for them. I'm confident they're going to be conducted in the best possible spirit. See records broken, friendships made, medals won, opportunities taken, some lost. But chapters and chapters of memories to take away, and we're just beginning.
Again, those that have joined us tonight and perhaps are taking in their very first experience of para sport or even para winter sport, implore you to stay in your seats, check out the schedules for your local times, and make sure you are watching. What I can only tell you in anticipation is something you will enjoy. It is sport, it is excitement, and it is a gathering of nigh on 600 athletes who have come here not just to show you at home what they can do, but to win their medals.
It's clear the team behind this ceremony is thinking about the issue of differences on a number of levels, including what it might mean to the two careers. There is this new optimism about the future. It feels right we're celebrating it in this way, so we hope you've enjoyed the opening ceremony for PyeongChang 2018 Paralympic Winter Games. There are 80 medal events scheduled in the coming days. It's seriously good sport. We invite you to join us to watch the performances of these outstanding athletes.